Let's have a look at 8-02, inverse proportion. We're going to look at questions 8, 9, 10, and 11. 8. Each graph below shows an inverse relationship between A and B. Find each variation equation. Let's have a look at this one first. We've got B on the y-axis and A on the x-axis. So we've got B equals K on A. Why do we put K on A? Because it says it's an inverse relationship. Therefore, K equals A times B. All right, now we can work that from the graph. We can see that when A is 2, B is 4. Okay, look at that B there. So we've got K is equal to 8. We can rewrite that as B equals 8 on A. Now for this one we do the same. We put down the general equation here, which is going to be just B equals K on A. We find K. We can just look, we've got 10 here. Okay, well I use 20, it looks like, but it's the same, right? So if you go 20 and then you've got 5, it's 20 times 5, which is 100. But if I go 10 times 10, look, it's 10, 10, I could also get 100 for K. So K is a constant. B equals 100 on A. 9. The frequency F beats per second that a bird beats its wings varies inversely as the length L centimetres of its wings. A bird with wings of length 14 centimetres beats them at a frequency of 8 beats per second. A. Find the variation equation for F in terms of L. So it's a good idea to write something like this. We've got F here on the y-axis. We've got L here on the x-axis. Got the units, beats per second, and over here centimetres. So we've got F equals K on L. To find K, it's L times F, right? Multiply both sides by L, and you've got K equals F times L. They've given us an example here. We've got length is 14 when the beats are 8. So we've got 8 times 14, so K is 112. We rewrite it here, F equals 112 on L. B. Calculate to the nearest whole number the wing beat frequency for wings of length 18 centimetres. Well, we know we're going to use this, so we've got F equals 112 on L. They've just asked us to find the wing beat frequency when L is equal to 18. So we've got 112 divided by 18 is 6.222. The nearest whole number is 6 beats per second. C. A bird beats its wings with a frequency of 4.5 beats per second. What is the length of its wings correct to the nearest centimetre? Okay, we're going to still use this here. We've got F is 112 on L. We've just been told what F is 4.5 equals 112 on L. Multiply both sides by L, and we've got L is 112 on 4.5, and that's 24.89. It says to the nearest centimetre, so it's 25 centimetres. 10. For a certain equation, y varies inversely with x. That's the key word right there. A. Given x equals 0.2 and y equals 10, find y when x equals 32. So y equals k on x, it's inversely. It varies inversely, so we've got k on x, therefore k equals, and they've told us when x is 0.2, y is 10. 10 times 0.2 is 2, therefore y equals 2 on x. We've got when x is 32, find y, so when x is 32, y equals 2 on 32, which is 1 on 16, which equals 0.0625. B, find x when y equals 1.6, so we're going to use this again, y equals 2 on x. Now we can rewrite that with x as a subject, x equals 2 on y. We put 2 there and we divide by 1.6, and we find x is 1 on 0.8. That's 1 times 10 on 8. Remember, if you divide by 8 on 10, you can multiply by 10 on 8. That equals 5 on 4, which equals 1 1/4, which equals 1.25. 11. The amount of time it takes Sarah to move house is inversely proportional to the number of friends she has to help her. When she has 4 friends helping, the job takes 3 3/4 hours. A. How long will it take if she has 6 friends helping? Okay, the first thing we do, we have to find K again. So we've got T equals K on N because it says it's inversely proportional, where T equals time in hours and N is the number of friends. I've defined those because the question doesn't really define them. K equals T times N. Okay, all I've done here is K. I've rearranged to put K the subject. We were told that 4 friends, the job takes 3 3/4 hours. That's 3.75 hours times 4. Okay, that's 15. Therefore, and I'm rewriting that, substituting 15 for K, I've got T equals 15 on N. Now they've asked the question, how long will it take if she has 6 friends helping? So N equals 6, T equals 15 on 6, which equals 5 on 2, which is 2.5 hours. B, how many friends must she have to help her to move house in 3 hours? we go back to this one that we worked out, which is t equals 15 on n. That's from there. And now they're saying how many friends help her to move the house in 3 hours. Well, when t equals 3, okay, so I've rearranged this at the same time here. I've kind of jumped a step. But when t equals 3, we've got n equals 15 on 3. N equals 15 on 3, which is 5 friends. Great.